In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Bashar al-Assad and Tayyip Erdogan are preparing to engage in a significant negotiation, one that will bring together the foreign ministers and deputies from Iran, Russia, Syria, and Turkey in a crucial meeting. The central goal of this gathering is to forge an agreement that could reshape the region's geopolitical landscape. Under the terms of this agreement, Turkey is expected to gradually withdraw its forces from Syria. In exchange, Iran, Syria, and Russia will guarantee that no hostile actions will be taken against Turkey. This withdrawal will be a carefully managed process, ensuring that Turkey's security concerns are addressed. The broader implications of this agreement are profound. Once Turkey's forces have pulled out, the next step would involve pushing for the withdrawal of US forces from Syria. The remaining forces in Syria, including those supported by Iran and Russia, would then focus on eliminating threats from Daesh, US forces, and Israel. If successful, this peace agreement could lead to improved stability in the region, with Turkey, Iran, Russia, and even Saudi Arabia potentially working together to form a unified force. This coalition would be tasked with protecting Syria and expelling foreign forces, particularly those from the US. The independent groups in Syria, backed by Iran and Russia, have already been engaging in attacks against US military bases. Should this agreement be reached, these groups would likely intensify their efforts, with the backing of the four-country coalition, to drive US forces out of Syria. This development would represent a significant setback for Israel, which has long sought to limit Iran's influence in Syria. The possibility of a united front comprising Turkey, Iran, Russia, and other regional powers presents a major threat to Israel's strategic interests. Erdogan is acutely aware of the challenges he faces, both domestically and internationally. Turkey's economy is struggling, with empty hotels, declining tourism, and rising living costs contributing to a growing sense of dissatisfaction among the population. Erdogan's popularity is at an all-time low, and he is under increasing pressure to take decisive action. He recognizes that standing against Israel could bolster his image as a defender of Muslim interests, but he also knows that Turkey cannot confront Israel alone. Despite his efforts to rally support from the OIC and other Islamic countries, Erdogan has found little backing for his stance against Israel. Russia, on the other hand, has been advocating for a collective security force in the Middle East, one that could operate independently of Western influence. Russia's role in this proposed peace agreement is crucial, as it seeks to mediate between the various parties and ensure that the agreement serves to counteract US and Israeli interests in the region. The conflict in the West Bank, which has escalated to new heights, only adds to the urgency of these negotiations. As the situation in Syria continues to evolve, the potential for a broader regional conflict looms large. Erdogan knows that his future, both politically and in terms of Turkey's regional influence, hinges on the outcome of these negotiations. He is fully aware that his position within NATO is precarious, especially given his recent statements criticizing Israel's actions in the West Bank. Erdogan's decision to distance Turkey from NATO could have far-reaching consequences, not only for Turkey's relationship with the West, but also for its role in the Middle East. Meanwhile, Russia and Iran are steadily increasing their influence in Syria. Russia has been supplying advanced weaponry and supporting Syrian forces, while Iran continues to back Hezbollah and other groups in the region. This growing cooperation between Russia, Iran, and Syria poses a direct challenge to US and Israeli interests. The potential formation of a new regional coalition involving Turkey, Iran, Russia, and other countries could significantly alter the balance of power in the Middle East. The BRICS summit, where Iran's president is scheduled to meet with Putin, represents another important development in this evolving situation. As these countries continue to strengthen their ties, the prospect of a new currency and coordinated efforts to diminish US and Israeli influence in the region becomes increasingly likely. Erdogan, who has expressed interest in joining BRICS, sees this as an opportunity to align Turkey with emerging global powers and further distance himself from NATO and Western influence. In the midst of these shifting alliances and growing tensions, the situation in Syria remains highly volatile. The possibility of a united front against Israel and the US is a major concern for both countries, as it would represent a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict. As Russia, Iran, and Turkey continue to coordinate their efforts, the region appears to be heading towards a new phase of confrontation, one that could have far-reaching implications for the future of the Middle East.